What's up, everyone? I'm Andrew, and this is Tunes, Brews, and Reviews. I'm sitting down with Chris Morphis. He's an awesome painter, killing it in the reggae scene. So let's get to know him a little bit, man. What's going on?
What's up, right?
Boom! Thank you for coming through, man. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Like, how'd you get your start up?
Well, I've been doing art my whole life, and I just really like to feel the music whenever I'm painting alone in my studio, and always was painting to reggae music and loved it so much that whenever I got into live painting and found out about live painting, I knew that that's the music that would just fit the vibe, fit the energy of the paintings that I was kind of feeling.
So, like, how long have you been painting for?
I've started whenever I was young. I've been doing art since I was a little kid, and I'm 33 now. About 19, 20, I started painting with acrylic paint and oil paints, and then I just did that alone in my studio for about 5-6 years. And then I saw one of my favorite artists painting at a show.
Who was that?
Alex Gray. He does a lot of art for different music festivals. He did Tool's album art.
Oh, amazing. Nice.
And he inspired me, seeing him paint it live at a show, to go out and find a band that I could paint with. So I live in Houston, Texas, and I found a band that was just coming to town that was really awesome music that I'd heard at a show, and asked them if I could paint live, and they're like, yeah, come on, let's try it out.
Nice. So that was like, boom, like, I can like do this. Like.
Yeah, I went to the show, and I didn't know what to do. I painted the painting in oil paint, which is kind of crazy because oil paint doesn't dry, so didn't know what was going to happen there, and the paint just stayed wet.
How much like time did you have to to actually do
less
that?
Less than an hour, and didn't know that would be a problem because I never tried it out. So I just threw something together, and everybody seemed to like it, and then the owner of the club bought the painting.
That's sweet, man.
And I was like, well, this is more money than I make at night waiting tables in my job at the time, So I was like, why don't I just keep trying to do this? Like, find other shows where I can paint. And
yeah. So I've been seeing that you've been playing with a lot of like really awesome bands. You just painted at Summer Meltdown.
Yeah, Summer Meltdown Music Festival.
Who were you on stage with?
Unified Highway. They have Eric Ruckmoney and Amp Live, friends and I, and they put their first debut show on. It was awesome. We did a full painting there.
Sweet. As for shows, how is life on the road? I mean, you gotta be traveling everywhere pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
I love traveling actually, so it's a good thing. I've always been the kind of person to just go and not be afraid to travel.
Go out there and hit it, right?
Yeah, and then really inspired by all the musicians that we travel with and all the stuff that they overcome on the road, on the way up, and just seeing how they make it is kind of giving me a little.
So, favorite artist?
The favorite painter or the favorite musician?
Both. Let's go both. Let's go both there.
Well, I'd have to say my favorite painter right now is probably Banksy. He's a good street artist.
Oh yeah, man.
Badass.
Heard of that guy.
Yeah, he had a badass message.
That guy's killer, man.
Yeah, it was really cool, and just been doing a little more
big in
research
the graffiti scene.
Yeah, graffiti, and just what he was saying was one of the biggest things that I respect him for, because I really look at people for what their intention is and what their message is a lot of time with their artwork, and if they're trying to say anything positive or uplifting, or even just something to make a positive change in the world around them.
Positive vibes, man.
For sure.
Spread them all
That's
around.
what the reggae scene's
art,
all about.
music,
Yeah,
whatever, So let's talk about these paintings we got here, Let's get a couple names here. What do you call this one right here?
It's called Face Towards Taurus, which is representative of the bull, the Taurus. I painted this at Stubbs with Modest Yahoo in 2014.
Oh, nice.
So it was pretty monumental to me, because I live in Texas, and we were in Austin, Texas at Stubbs, where he has
So this was live also?
Live on the spot during his set there. Painted in an hour and a half, the whole painting.
That's crazy. Oh, you got this one behind you right here.
Yeah, this one was kind of dark.
Yeah, it was kind of really dark.
I come from a pretty dark place. It's called Houston, Texas. I love it. It's my home. But this is the kind of interesting vibe that I feel there, and try to take in sometimes and express, show the dark with the light.
Cool, man. And right behind me,
This
you
one
got
was
this towel right here.
yeah, this one was done in Florida last year with New Kingston and Through the Roots. It was one of
Two of my favorite bands right there.
yeah, I love
Amazing
those
guys.
Actually, speaking of Through the Roots, this is
Right here, we got some album covers for Through the Brews that you
yeah, this
painted,
one
right?
was actually done at Cali Roots 2013, and Through the Roots was the band that I got to paint on stage with one day. We went out to the beach right there in Monterey before Cali Roots that day in the morning, did some yoga, got a little meditation, and
I can totally like feel the inspiration right
vibe
there.
right
Like,
there.
you're right there at Cali Roots. Because like as soon as you like walk around that area, like that's it right there.
For sure.
That's
And
it,
then
man.
Through the Roots liked it so much they used it as their Take You There album cover. So I was really grateful for that because I had just met them and they were stoked on it.
Yeah. And we got the newest one, right?
Yeah,
Newest
Stripped
one
and
right here.
Exposed, their acoustic album they just put out with the Bear With Me track with Eric from Revolution. And then this was painted with them in Florida and they used it as their album cover for that. And I really like working with bands and putting album art that works with their music, and like I said, their message and what they're saying kind of almost fits the vibe of the art sometimes, and it's cool that I didn't plan that out, they didn't plan that out, it was just a live painting done at a show, and then looking back at how it all came together, you're like, whoa, that really, matched like the vibration.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, this is Modest Yahoo's.
Yahoo, right?
He just released Live at Stubbs 3, and I worked with him on the album cover for this. And it was kind of cool because it's like a revamp of the old Live at Stubbs, where they have like one of the original kind of images from the first album and the second album, and then all mixed together in some crazy Chris Morphis style.
So like after you did this painting, did like Modest Yahoo hit you up?
No, Modest is a good homie of mine. I met him on tour of Revolution in 2013. And he was opening for them, and I showed him one of the paintings I did with his music, and he liked it a lot. And then he actually told me about a vision or idea he had for a painting for Akeda, one of his albums he released a couple years ago, and had me draw out some stuff, and we worked on it for a little bit, but I didn't get a chance to finish it in time because I was on the road so much doing the live painting. So he just had like a contest, and my friend Jimmy designed it. But after that, I started going to all his shows and like painting with him. He had this vision, an idea I painted in the studio, and he loved it. And I was like, hey, can I come paint this on stage for you, like at your next show? He's like, yeah. So I drove all the way to New York from Texas, and I was like, fuck it, this is an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, dude, you gotta do it. You gotta
do it, man. So I drove like 30 hours straight through the snow, like winter time. Got up there, he let me paint the painting, and just like we clicked from there. And so I've been touring with him for the last couple of years. It's cool.
That's totally crazy, man. That must be like amazing, just just to do that, travel around the country.
Yeah, for sure.
Hang out with all these artists, paint with these artists, and doing like collaborations. You were mentioning collaborations earlier.
We started doing a lot of paintings together as a group, me and other artists. Either just one person or multiple people, but a couple of them I've been doing so many paintings with. We started our own lines of art. Mm-hmm. We have a line of art called Morphis Art, and it's me and my partner Anya Amador. She's a live painter, independent as well.
You guys on Instagram?
Yeah, Morphis Art on Instagram.
So we'll drop all the links, so you can check that out. It'll be in the description.
Yeah, we'll be on tour of Revolution all summer together too, so check us out at any of the shows. Yeah.
Now every time you're near, stormies got you.